Hey there, ADB024 Aaron here, and I just wanted to make a video of what I've been doing. You know, just thought some of you might want to know, what does a crazy guy like this that makes some videos, some ridiculous, radical, crazy videos once in a while and puts them on YouTube, what does he do in his spare time? So what I've been doing today and most of in all my spare time is around the property here, preparing it for proper utilization for maximum output of vegetables and animal meat products. So, you know, the property, it's had on it every single type of animal you could ever believe has been raised here, and who used to do a lot of that was my great grandpa here, who was a World War I veteran. I can remember him. Died at the age of 93. So a lot of the stuff I'm doing here is just kind of taking down his old fences. Okay guys, so this is what the old fences look like. And as you can see, this this fence post here is not doing so well, but for the 60 years or 70 years it was in use, you know what, it didn't do too bad. And it's just an old tree he used as fence posts. But then back then you would just soak them in oil. You'd have 55-gallon barrel of oil and soak them in there, and that's how that has lasted so long. As you can see in the bushes there, that's an old feeder, and you can barely see it, so that's just how things look. Not too great. Check out what I found in the bushes, guys. It's an old, I think a 53 Ford EDsel, and there was only 3 years of this car made, 53, 54, and 55. So it's great being in the country and seeing what you'll find in the bushes in the old farm. Okay guys, so here it is, kind of in the back here, and you notice it's all trees now. There never used to be any trees here. So you know, I have old family photos of where this was all grass and you had cows and stuff, and now it's trees, and then all undergrowth. So I have a lot of work here, a lot of small trees to clear out and limb up the trees. I do want to keep most of all the trees, yet allow light in here so I can grow grass. And you know, it's been nice having it kind of a natural setting and all, but you know what, that won't self-sustain you. It won't. Okay, having it natural won't self-sustain you. And here's a look at so I've just been taking down these old fences and winding up barbed wire, and you can just find barbed wire like this in the, you know, in the bushes. And here's what the old fence looks like here. So old fence post, and how he had it was just 4 strands of barbed wire, and then for a while he did use electricity too. So I don't know, I want to use field fence. It's expensive, but a lot of work. I had a friend who started driving combines in the large farms, and he ended up quitting. I mean, being in a tractor all day long. I mean, yeah, air-conditioned cab and all that, but it's not fun. I think there's a lot more fun to this. So one of these days I'm gonna have to go into who I've been talking about a little bit today was my great-grandpa, who was a World War I veteran, and I'm gonna have to. His tool shed is still on this property, and it really hasn't been touched since he passed away. So one of these days I'm gonna have to go in there and we'll poke around, see what he's got in his old shed. I think it's fun looking at old stuff like that. But one thing that comes up in mind when I think about, you know, how my great-grandpa was living around here, and I could remember a little bit, and like I said, you know, walking around with a gun or whatever. Why are we being forced today to change that type of lifestyle? I mean, if I can't live the way my great-grandpa did, isn't there something wrong? I mean, why can't I live that way? And, you know, people and people's argument is, well, it's the 21st century or whatever, you know, the times have changed or whatever. But at the same time, it always doesn't change for the better. I mean, when the, you know, the Red Revolution happened in Russia, it was changing for the better, right? But it's not true. Change isn't always for the better. So I don't see that change is good.